So I've known Dr. Adams for about 10 years. Dr. Adams, as you know, practices in Plain City and joined Memorial Medical Group as one of our employed physicians some time ago, and he's been a great addition. He is active in the community, and he's been very instrumental in helping us grow our presence in Plain City, where we now have physical therapy lab, his office, and then we've also expanded his office with another provider. So we've got a long-standing relationship with Dr. Adams, and he's just been great to work with. A couple of things that I would say really about Dr. Adams that stand out are, one, his compassion, and then the other thing that comes to mind is his passion. When you are working with Dr. Adams, it's clear to see that he cares immensely about his patients. He goes above and beyond for his patients. If he needs to spend extra time with the patient, he does. If he needs to do something on the weekend or the evening, he does. And he is very, he's very serving to the community and to his patients. The other thing I would say is his passion for what he does. He often has a medical student with him. He helps train interns and medical students at Ohio University, the medical school there in Dublin. And I believe he would do all this for free if push came to shove. So he just really cares about what he's doing. Some of his major accomplishments in the community, I think, include, well, first, in 2016, he won both the Champion of Healthcare and Salute to Leaders Award. The Salute to Leaders is the Union County Award, and the Champion of Healthcare was the Business First Award. So he was recognized in Central Ohio for the work that he does.
I'd like to read a comment from a long-term employee and patient of Dr. Adams, Margie Henderson. She's unable to be here right now. And Margie says, she can't imagine finding a more caring, compassionate, and calming presence in a new doctor when she moves. I first met Dr. Adams 24 years ago when Robin and I were considering opening an independent pharmacy in Plain City. At the time, and for many, many years, Dr. Adams' office was open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Those were the office hours, Monday through Friday. On Thursdays, they either left at 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. Every Saturday, the office was open from 9 until noon. Dr. John Adams II working most of these hours. Back in the old days, Dr. Adams actually had a telephone booth at his house and a doctor's line that rang into the house, and he could go in this little telephone booth that had a seat and a little area to write down notes. I could think of no one more deserving of the Excellence in Leadership Award than Dr. John Adams II.
I've worked with Dr. Adams for 35 years. He's a very caring doctor. He always takes time to listen to as long as you need to talk. Dr. Adams takes all his own on-calls, even when he's on vacation. I cannot think of a more deserving man to get this award than him.
My name is Charles Holcomb. I'm a retired pharmacist in Plain City, live in Plain City. And my story about Dr. Adams and the tribute to him started in December of 2006. I had just retired from Walgreens and had some conversations with pharmacist Joe Kraft about possible volunteer projects in the area. And after several conversations where Dr. Adams shared with me kind of his idea about a new way to deliver health care to some of the folks in the Plain City area who were either unable to pay or had no insurance or without a job kind of thing. And so with that piece of documentation, we started a project. So once we had all those pieces committed to and volunteered to, we were ready to go. We opened our first clinic in October of 2008. The first clinic, as I recall, we had 3 patients the first day. It continued to grow. Our largest year was 2013. In that year, we did 40 medical clinics, all in Dr. Adams' office on Saturday mornings. We had 200 medical visits during that year. We put out prescription vouchers for $10,000 to help people pay for prescriptions. it's been a real blessing to all the folks that worked as volunteers, to all the patients who received care during that time. And of course, I'm sure Dr. Adams would say that was a blessing to him to be involved at all. We could not have done this, and the clinic could not have functioned without the long-term commitment of Dr. John Adams.